What's going on, guys? I'm back on the hunt. It is Saturday. I almost forgot. Um, this time, I was informed through our local paper that a community sale in an area where I grew up is having a neighborhood sale, and if I'm correct, last year they had about 30 sales, so I'm thinking they'll have about the same this year. They usually do every year. So it's going to be quite a day. Last year when I went there, I found a PS1 with like Tony Hawk in it, but with all the controllers. No, with a controller and all the cords. So, and I picked it up for like $10, I think. So that was a good deal. And I think I found like a couple other things. I don't even remember, but that was the big item that I got. So we're gonna try this again this year, and let's see how it goes. All right, guys, to the hunt. Fun times at the garage sales. There's been a couple video game things already, and I've only hit like 4 sales, I think. The only thing I ended up picking up though is the base. It's a Nyko charger base. The only reason why I picked it up was because it was $1. I'll take that risk every day. But maybe I can go to my local game store. He might have some backs for it, because they said that they had just gotten it from a friend and they didn't have any backs. So they figured maybe they'd come across it later on. Now I'm going to do the same, and hopefully that'd be really cool, because then I can stop buying thousands of dollars worth of batteries for my Wiimotes. All right, on to the next sale. So we had a sale right there, and it's actually, oh, the camera shut off on me. Yeah, so that was actually the house of one of my best friends in high school and junior high, and actually throughout elementary. I've known him most of my life. I went over there, I was chit-chatting with his mom. He's still asleep, so I didn't get to see him. But she gave me a bunch of magazines for $1, 3 of which are Nintendo Powers. I thought that was really cool. I now have 6 magazines, so I might have to start keeping them. I would like to have a collection of Nintendo Powers, but I've mentioned in a previous video, I just didn't, unless if I acquired a bunch at a time, I probably wouldn't collect for it. I mean, I don't know. It was one of those things, but yeah. I mean, I might comment more on that later. It's baking in the car. I need to get the window back down. On to the next sale. All right. Well, I'm stopped at a red light here. I'm on my way back home. I went back to the couple sales that said that they might have things, but they didn't have it out yet. And I ended up picking up this awesome Bowser plush toy. I thought it was really cool. I didn't have Bowser before. And then I even found, of all things, a Wii U game. It's a ESPN Sports Collection. I picked up both for $8. Seeing as how I don't have a lot of Wii U games yet, I mean, it actually looks like a lot of fun for a sports title. A lot of the Nintendo games that are sports related, they try to make their games fun, whether they throw Mario and all these quirky things in with it, or they utilize their gamepad and Wiimotes. All right, now we got a green light, so I gotta go. This is probably that was the last sale I went to, and I picked that stuff up. So I am all done for the day, and unfortunately I gotta go to work in like an hour and a half. So unfortunately I didn't get to go around to other sales, but I got some pretty cool stuff. I mean, not a lot of it's bulky, but I got some stuff that I really wanted, and some really cool stuff. So I'm not gonna complain. I'll just show you guys everything that I got at the end of this video, and I'll even show you guys some stuff that I've been accumulating through pawn stores and my local game shops. So stick around for that stuff. What's going on, guys? I'm back at the apartment. I've got all this wonderful stuff I picked up. I'm not good at recording these directly after I do all my garage selling, so I'm actually a week behind. I'm hoping that I get this video up in a decent time. At this point, I don't even have the first video up, which you've seen by now, though. But I haven't even had the first. I don't have the first video up right now, and I'm recording the second one. I say a lot, and that needs to stop. We're gonna get right into these. I have quite a slew of things that I got here. I was just really excited. I believe the first thing I got was on Friday. No, I'm sorry. It was on Thursday. I went Thursday because there was a couple sales that I noticed. They mentioned games. It said games, though, so that could be board games. It could be just children's toys, game things. And it could also mean video games. Take a shot, see what happens. I didn't find anything at this specific sale, but I think this was the first sale I went to because it was the furthest out of my way, and then I backtracked through in order to just save on the confusion and gas. Sometimes it helps, sometimes it doesn't. But I did not find anything game-related at this sale, but I did find this Fender amp. It's actually a lot smaller than you think. It's one of those ones. It had a thing to hold it, you know, one of those things. I'm dead today. But I had one of those things to hold it. It's obviously not on it. But kid said it works. I haven't tested it out myself. I don't have my equipment on me. It's actually at my parents' house. So I need to test this or take it into my music shop, which is actually down the street from my local game store. But he had $5 on it, and he said it works. So for $5, that's not a bad deal. This one is in a little rougher condition than I have an amp that looks just like this, and I have one that's in rougher. This one is in rougher condition than mine, so I don't think I'll be keeping this. But maybe I can make a couple bucks off of it. Support my gaming habit. Okay. Let's see. I'm basically just going in order right now. I know in the last one I did non-game related stuff first and then the game stuff, but at this point I'm going in order of when I picked it up. Honestly, it's going to be different every time. I'm not very good at being organized when I'm put on the spot and I have a camera in front of me. I don't know. Stage fright? I don't know. But I do know that I know exactly how I can do this. I found a way to make this work. I know exactly what I'm going to do. Okay, so the way this happened is there was a community sale. It was, I think I had mentioned earlier in the video, I used to live in this area. My best friend actually lived in the area that was having the community sale, but I lived there was like a highway street, I guess. I lived on one side and he lived on the other, and it was a big development, and there's a community sale that they do every year. And I almost missed out on it until I saw an advertisement on my way home from work. So I was lucky enough to see it, and I was able to make it on the first day, and I picked up some things. I believe the first thing I picked up was this this Nyko Wii controller holder. This is the one that has the batteries, the back batteries and whatnot to it, and you put it in there and it charges your Wiimotes. However, they didn't have the backs to it, but for $1, I gave it a shot. If anything, maybe I find one down the road and I find someone who has Wii stuff and has just the backs. I mean, you never know. For $1, I'll take that risk every day. And how I think I mentioned, I'll even check my local game store if they get stuff like that in. I'm good friends with the owner now, so we'll see how that goes. Next, honestly, I don't know the order. I know there were a couple sales I went to, and they said that they had games, but weren't sure where they were. They'd get back to me if I came back then later on during the day, because I was an early bird at the time. However, one of those people actually found something right away, found 2 Wii games right away, and
I offered him $4 for both. She said yes, so and then she told me to come back later to see if she had any, which unfortunately she didn't. But what she did have left over was the House of the Dead 2 and 3 Return complete. It is complete. And then she also had House of the Dead Overkill for the Wii. And then the next sale I went to um, had had game stuff, but I had gotten there too late, so I had missed out on it. But there was one lonely game, and I swear this is probably going to be the theme to every garage sale I go to from now on. Everyone's going to have a copy of Wii Sports. And I offered him $1 after a long pause. They said, okay, $1's fine. It has its little manual in it, and the disc's in much better shape than the one I found the last weekend. What to go with next? Okay. I think I mentioned this in a past video, or at least I recorded it. Whether it's in this video or not, I'm not going to know at this very moment because I have to edit this video still. But I stopped at a sale, which is actually the person who was running the sale was my best friend through elementary and high school. He lived there. He lives there, and his mother was running a sale. He was either sleeping or just didn't wasn't in the house at the time. But I was chit chatting with her. We were catching up. It'd been like 7 or 8 years since I had seen her or him, for that matter, and so we were chit chatting, and I saw she had a bunch of magazines out. And I was looking at them, and she goes, "If you want the magazines, take them all for $1." And I was just like, "Awesome! I am not going to give up that deal." And some of these are game related, and some of these are not. Like this was a Marvel Ultimate Spider-Man issue #1. This is a I don't even know if this is, apparently at one point it was going for $3 plus tax probably. But I thought it was really cool. It even has advertisements for games in the front flap right there. But this is relatively old, and by old I mean not from the past 5 years. But I don't know. I thought that was cool. I mean, I got these for less than $1 a book, or magazine rather. Then he also threw in these wrestling magazines. WWE. Yeah, this was WWE. Except for one of these. 3 of these have the WWE logo, but then this one, if you notice, that's from back when it was WWF. And then they got sued and decided to settle because of the animal rights company. But the ones that you probably are the most interested in are the gaming magazines. Yes, they are Nintendo powers. These are back from the GameCube, Game Boy Advance days. I issue 157, 159, and 160. That means anything to any of you. If not, the first one here, the 157, is the one with Lost Kingdoms on the front. And these are in pristine condition. He took good care of his stuff. So, and they have just about everything in here, from like your sweepstake flaps and stuff that were in there. This one was the one 159, and this has Disney's Magical Mirror starring Mickey Mouse. Again, in excellent condition, like zero complaints about the condition of these. And these are just fun to look through. Look at that. That's a nice Mario Sunshine deal right there. And then speaking of Mario Sunshine, this one is the Mario Sunshine copy, which I was super excited to see. I love Mario Sunshine. A lot of people give it crap because it was either, I don't know, difficult, or it just wasn't as fun. I don't care what you say. Mario Sunshine was a wonderful game. Is a wonderful game. I'm still playing it. I haven't beaten it yet. I'm more than halfway through, but with all the games that I get, I keep jumping back and forth between games I've been playing. Not to mention just getting the Wii U. I've been playing Nintendo Land, and I think I beat Super Mario Bros. U. So, and there's all that. I don't know what's next. I don't know what's next. Howdy. I'm recording. Yeah, run away. Hi, Kitten. So, what was next? Oh, yes. The last sale I went to, I double backed. She said that she had. Oh, cat fight. The woman said that she might have some games. Her son was actually running back into the house saying, "Oh, I know a game that I could sell," and she just politely said, "If you come back later, we'll figure out what we want to sell, what we don't want to sell, and you can come take a look after that." I was like, "That's fine, I understand." So when I did come back, there was a bin filled with plush toys and other stuff. Oh, ow! I'm like a bobblehead. See ya. All right, so anyway, so I found two things, and I guess the first thing that I noticed was I actually went to the table first, and I noticed that they had a Wii game out and a Wii U one, and considering that I just got a Wii U, I need some titles to beef up my collection. This one wasn't anything special, but she wanted $8 for it, and the game plus this other item that I picked up. I asked her if she'd take 8 for both, and she said yes. So I was super stoked about it. And this Wii U game is ESPN Sports Connection, which is still relatively new, I think. I mean, this came out, let's see. No, it says 2012, but I know brand new in my game store. This is going for like $29.99, which is cool. To pick it up for $8, and honestly, I played through it. Played through a couple of them. Playing the soccer game is actually really fun. It utilizes the gamepad, in a neat way. And then to further expand on my awesome display pieces and plushies and whatnot, they also were selling this cool Bowser plushie. He's relatively large. He's as big as my face. I saw this and I knew I had to have it. So I was super stoked to find this. I know last year when I went to a garage sale and I found my Yoshi, Toad, and Wario, I was super happy to find those. But now I have a formidable sized Bowser to add to that collection. Super cool. I think this was my favorite thing that I found all week. But that was it for the garage sales, and now I actually have some other stuff that I picked up through my pawn shops and other game stores and whatnot. So we're going to burn through those real quick. And actually first, we're not even going to start with the pawn shops or game stores. We're going to start with a trade I did with a friend. And I actually don't have one of the games. Crap. I might want to double back for that. But the first thing was I had come across that big Craigslist lot, and my friend Tom really wanted some stuff from there. So we made a deal. I actually gave him the extra copy of Mario Sunshine. It seems to be the theme of this this video. Talking about Mario Sunshine. I traded him Mario Sunshine. I gave him Mario Sunshine and a GameCube controller. And I'm trying to think of how. Yeah, I think it was just those two things. Correct me if I'm wrong, Tom, if you're watching this. But in return, I had picked up a copy for the NES of Batman the video game. It's got some wonderful marker on it, but I can take that off easy. Then he also gave me something I was super happy to pick up, was a copy of Kirby's Adventure for the NES. And then I'm going to run and grab this really quick. And I will come right back. There we go. See? That wasn't so long, was it? Okay. The other big thing that we traded for, I don't think there was anything else. I think it was just this. And I was super happy to add this and knock this one off the collection. And I just need its other counterpart that came out. And that is for the Game Boy Color. That would be Legend of Zelda, Oracle of Ages. And I hear these games are really fun. They were just kind of short, I guess. But there were 2 of them. And he even gave me the awesome case to go with it to keep it in as good a condition as I can for as long as I can. Super happy to pick this up. I'm missing... trying to think of the Zelda... everything I'm trying to collect Zelda-wise. I think all I'm missing is Seasons, Spirit Tracks, Four Swords Adventures... I'm not counting the really shitty games no one talks about anymore, or I don't talk about, the ones made by Philips. But I think there's 1 or 2 other games I'm missing, other than the Wind Waker HD remake for the Wii U, which I'm going to add that to as part of the collection that I need to add to. But I have Wind Waker for the GameCube, so technically if I don't have it and I have all the others, to me it's technically complete. But I heard the HD remake was actually really nice, so I do eventually want to pick that up and add that to it. Anyway, that was all trades from my buddy Tom. Thank you so much, man. You were the best. Now, I went to that Upstate Wireless. It's a cell phone store / it has like used games. And all their PS3 games are $10, and I just asked the guy. I saw 2 games that I was really interested in, and I asked him, would you do 2 for $15? And he said sure. So super happy about that, and I decided to pick these 2 up. This one is complete. It is Record of Aragiswar 2. If that's how you pronounce that. I'm very bad at pronunciations. It is complete, and the disc is in great shape, like really great shape. I was very surprised, especially from a shop like that. Moving on though, then we also have my 2nd edition into the Tales series. I was super happy to add another Tales game to my collection. And this one is Tales of Xillia 2. I believe that's how you pronounce that. This one, however, is not complete, unless it doesn't have a manual. A lot of the games nowadays, they don't even have manuals, or they have just like a flap that doesn't really say anything or of importance anyway. I'm not sure about that one, but I'm pretty sure there was a small booklet that was supposed to go with that. So yeah, I don't have a booklet to go with it, but to get a Tales game for $7.50, I was not going to complain, not even a little bit. Alright, now these last finds I got... Oh, I'm sorry. Nope. 2 different places, 3 different games. Alright, this one I got at the pawn shop that I don't go to a lot. Mainly because I'll go in there and I'll find a copy of... I don't even know what an example is. Oh, I'll find a copy of Turtles in Time for like $50. I'm not a fan of it. I don't like this place very much. I do go in there because sometimes I find a game that I want for my collection, and it's a rather cheap game, and it's at a decent price. So this one was one of them. I actually was really looking out for this game. I really wanted to give it a shot because it looked like a lot of fun. Unfortunately, it's just the game. It's supposed to come with a gun, and it's supposed to be in a big box if I were to get it complete anyway. But at least I have the game. That's Lethal Enforcers for the Super Nintendo. I played this for a little bit. It's actually quite fun. As far as the graphics, they don't really stand the test of time, but it's fun to play, even with just a controller. I'd rather play it with the gun, but at the same time, I don't even have the, I don't think I have the necessary requirements. I think you need like one of those big box TVs that I just don't have anymore, and I don't have any room for either. Anyway, to go on with the last two and to try and keep this video as short as possible. These last two I got from my local game shop. I got them at different times. I traded in. I traded in actually a game that I got at my at last week's garage sale. I traded it in, just game for game basically. I asked him. I was like, I want to get this game. And I have a game to trade in, and he goes, okay, we'll just do clean even swap. You don't have to pay any cash, nothing, no tax, whatever. So it was really cool of him to do that. And this one is Castlevania 2, Simon's Quest, which is actually my first game of the Castlevania series that I own now. It's just funny because everyone says this is the worst one of the three for the NES. But I don't know. We'll see. I admittedly never got into the Castlevania series when I was a kid. It's one of those games that has eluded me until now, and I'm sure everyone out there watching is like, how did you not get into the Castlevania series as a kid? But I never did. Anyway, and to move on, and we're going to keep up with the theme, I found this earlier in the week, and it was $20, and I couldn't pass it up because I just don't find it. And it's a Castlevania game. Happens to be Castlevania 3, Dracula's Curse. $20 at my local game shop. I couldn't pass it up. This was actually the game that I picked up the same day as my best friend, who was just in this video, helped me get a Wii U for my birthday. Chipped in for it. As my early birthday present. So this was the game that I also got that same day. For $20 this game cost. But that's it, guys. That's the end of this video. I need to cut this because I'm sure this is going to be a 30-minute video, and I don't want to keep doing 30-minute videos. I have a feeling you guys, I have a feeling that if anyone has watched up to this far, I thank you so much, because I don't think anyone is. I think I'm the only one who will see the very end of this video. But putting all that aside, let's end this video. Please hit that thumbs up button. Leave a comment down below if you have any questions or anything. Let me know how I do with my videos. I do put a lot of time into them. As much as I'm not a fan of editing, I do try to put a lot of time to give you guys something entertaining to watch. And of course, subscribe if this is your first time watching a video of mine. I appreciate all you guys. Thank you all for watching, and I will talk to you guys later. See ya!